Welcome to episode...
Was it recording?
Yeah. I think this is actually episode 13.
You don't even know?
I don't know. Fuck it. Welcome to the Leftover Pants podcast. I am Justin. This is Teddy. This is Matt. Just kidding. This isn't Teddy. This is Dave, the puppet. You should come over this way a little bit more. Just to make sure that you're in frame.
Being this close.
You get a little close to me. We can cuddle. Hey. It is September now.
We made it.
The gaming, yeah, we made it, believe it or not. Yeah. The gaming drought of the summer is over. We got Mario games coming out. We've got fucking Mario games coming out. Okay.
Nothing else.
We got a little Destiny.
Odyssey's coming out.
Yes.
I'm so fucking excited.
We got a lot to talk about today. And we have Dave here with us, which will be fun and exciting.
Less Chinese-y.
100% less Chinese-y this week. You don't have any Chinese in you, do you?
I mean, yeah, I always have Chinese.
I had China Cafe. We're gonna plug even though he's not here. I had China Cafe 4 times this fucking week. Where I work, I don't care, who knows. Actually, I might bleep that out. I managed to convince one of my assistant managers and then another friend of mine about this French fry thing that they have going on at China Cafe. This is a video game podcast, fuck it. But go to China Cafe. Got a couple things to talk about this week, but first I want to check in with my gaming pals. Matt, you first. What have you been playing this week?
Final Fantasy 14. I played some Overwatch with you not too long ago.
We should have played longer, but I felt like shit.
Yeah, I figured.
But we had fun.
There was that. Played a little bit of Sonic Mania and some Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
How was that?
Alright.
Just alright?
Just alright.
Well, it's not like it's not high.
Yeah, it's like
complexity level.
Like the first world is like, duh. Like it's really kind of boring, which is unfortunate.
I hear it's similar to XCOM.
Yeah, XCOM didn't have any of the things that made it XCOM. Unfortunately,
it's forgiving.
Yeah, it's
like XCOM.
Like
I hear it gets really hard though.
Like if
Mario does.
If you constantly start,
So like,
if you constantly fuck up, it just doesn't let you lose. It's weird.
This for like very new age Mario. Though.
Yeah,
it's got the easy mode.
Yeah, it kind of has this weird wash of total easiness. Because with a strategy game, you expect to be challenged because you take your time with moves and stuff like that. But it just really seems like it just kind of is watered down from what I played so far. Granted, first world's done, but that and I feel like the overall quality of the game is kind of like a little poo-poo.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Because the splash screen is kind of poo-poo and uses the generic Ubisoft font. Like, they're not even really going out of the way to use, like, a Nintendo font or something like that. Everything's just kind of meh.
It's just shitting on everything.
Yeah.
Fuck Mario.
No, I mean, I'm positive because it's
Ubisoft.
I'm positive because it's a new Mario game.
Destiny?
Something
Fuck
new.
Destiny.
Well, yeah,
fuck that too.
Seriously, fuck Destiny. But
Meat Boy? Fuck it.
he got me.
He doesn't even have words for it. That's how much.
Keep going. Tell us about Mario.
No, but besides that, the overall quality I feel like is just like a couple pegs down from where it should be.
It does suck.
And because Ubisoft was trying to do something that normally Nintendo would do.
I'll take the flip side again, having not played it, but only seeing what I'm reading and like the trailers and stuff. I think it's cool that Ubisoft reached out to Nintendo and Nintendo felt comfortable enough to let them use their IP, kind of like they did with Square with Mario RPG back in the old days. So I mean, more Mario is always good. Not every Mario, especially spin-offs like that, are super A+ quality, but I wish it was good. I didn't play it yet, but and the Rabbids are kind of so 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they'll try to reboot them and bring them back again, but...
You know what would have been a lot more interesting?
What?
Mario plus Rayman.
Just
why didn't we get, like, the actual draw to the same franchise that they're from? Why didn't we actually get Rayman and go through Rayman worlds?
Can you imagine if the sequel to Rayman Legends with that Ubisoft art
had
style
Mario?
had Mario in it?
When was the last time we saw an actual Rayman, like the
Legends.
And then they're just remaking it for Switch right now.
Yeah, it's just a port.
Yeah, which I'm totally going to buy, by the way.
Yeah.
That was what? Was that even...
that was 2013 or 2014.
It's been a while.
They kind of have shoved him under the rug, I feel like.
Again.
Yeah. Under the rug, he just came out of, like, 4 years ago, and then he's back under the rug.
I think they'll be back with the sequel.
Yeah.
The Legends was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive. It was supposed to be a Wii U launch title. And then all of a sudden it got delayed by like a year and a half and it's on everything. So maybe the sequel will be Switch exclusive considering Ubisoft is like all in with Switch all of a sudden. But yeah, we'll see. Did you play anything else?
Besides Final Fantasy XIV and trying to get to the Heavensward content, which takes forever, by the way.
Because it's locked behind the... it acts as a sequel to the main...
Yeah,
story, right?
Yeah, because in A Realm Reborn, you get the main scenario story arc, and then you go through that, and then basically it just has a super long transitioning period where normally at the end of the game, it would be where people are gearing up to do the raids, except since those aren't really relevant raids anymore, and you have to just basically move on, it has all of this exposition and story that is supposed to lead into the next expansion, but it takes forever. So by the time I get to Heavensward, it'd probably be like 4 or 5 hours from like whenever I start playing it next. And then I might start the Heavensward content. And then from there on, I'll have another 10 levels, and then we'll do it again for Stormblood. But
and by that point, trying to get 10 levels up is like an eternity, I assume.
Yeah. Especially because like later game just really slows down.
Can I just pay for levels?
You can.
Really? You can?
Actually, it's extremely cheap to pay for levels too on Final Fantasy.
Bullshit.
Well, I think the reason why they did that, and I don't approve of it, but the reason why they did that is because you can be every job. So you can be anything you want. You could be like a black mage, then a samurai, then a white mage. You can be whatever you want. It's $25 to basically get a level 60 version of that job.
And is that max?
No, 70 is the max. So you still have to finish the last 10 levels. But it's kind of BS. But yeah. So there's that. Been playing a tad bit of Sonic Mania.
What are you doing Sonic Mania for? Just trying to get the gems?
Yeah. And
Chaos
generally
Emeralds?
it's actually fun.
It is a great game, yeah.
It's the one 2D Sonic game that I've had relative like fun with in a very long time. Sonic 3 and Knuckles was like the last 2D Sonic game that was like any good, unfortunately.
I disagree, but I do have to say that the level design... Have you played all the 2D Sonics? Like all the advances and the rushes and the Sonic 4?
Okay, yeah, I'll take that back. I guess I kind of forgot about Advance. Sonic Advance, the first Advance was really good. Sonic Rush was good, but it was kind of boost to win. So, yeah. I would still say, though, that Sonic Mania is the best 2D Sonic game to come out since Sonic 3.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to say, though, that and I'm sure you agree as well, have you beat it?
I have not.
You got pretty far in it, though. You played all that.
I have not.
The level design. Now, Sonic has never been particularly known, or Sonic Team, for their level design. But the level design and the platforming and how tight the controls are, yet it still feels like Sonic. Way, way underrated for this game. Like, some of the later levels...
It's because it wasn't Sonic Team that...
Exactly, I know. Right. Touche. But still, for a Sonic game that feels like the originals to be so tight, and the level design, I mean, I don't have any examples because it's the same type of level design. It's a lot of, get the tube and boost to the right, boost to the left, or whatever. But there's so many different branching paths, even more so than 2 and 3. But then there's so much platforming later, like in the Oil Ocean, I think it's called, the Oil Ocean stage.
Ridiculous.
It fucking started to get really hard, and I love platformers, especially 2D platformers, but the controls are so good and so tight, you never feel slippery. You never feel like, that was their fault.
Yeah.
I fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It was never like, I mean, there are a few traps where like you're going to the right, going to the right, going to the right, boom, you lose all your rings.
The octopus boss at the end of Oil Ocean is complete bullshit.
Yeah, there's some boss fights that are fucked. But there's some cool ones too, like the Mean Bean Machine at the end of like World 2 or something.
Yeah, it was Chemical Plant Zone where you fall into the Mean Bean Machine.
Did we just run something for you? It's kind of cool.
I forget.
You go into like this tube and you realize like, okay, this is getting to the boss fight. All of a sudden you get into this tube and you realize that the arena is set up like a 2-player Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine or Puyo Puyo.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen videos.
And you realize that Dr. Robotnik's on the other side getting his joysticks ready. He's like, and then you gotta fucking fight each other in Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else you got? Anything?
Not really, honestly. That's pretty much been my gaming for the past week or so.
You took a nap today?
I did.
You sound great.
Thanks, pal.
You look good.
I'm trying.
Your complexion is nice.
Thank you.
Dave, do you have a nap?
You're glowing. No.
What have you been playing, Dave? We haven't seen you since you sat on my lap back in the wee days of Leftover Pants. Wee early days.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I actually haven't played. I haven't played the Mario. My segment brought to you by Rockstar. But I haven't played Mario and Rabbids, but my girlfriend Kat, shout out to her.
Does she watch?
She does not. She does not care.
Oh.
Wow. That was kind of like an unnecessary added sting.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My wife doesn't watch
watch
either.
it, she doesn't
Yes,
care.
I am.
But yours is the nerd.
Yes, and she still doesn't care.
Okay.
But she does play. I did buy her basically the Mario plus Rabbids because she saw the E3 footage and thought that's actually her kind of game. And she's at like World 7. So
Is there an overworld map?
I haven't seen an overworld map,
It's
but
disappointing.
again, I haven't been watching her play the entire time. So I've seen a lot of different environments, and I haven't seen like the splash screen, so I'm not sure like about
He's
quality.
just bitching.
I know he's bitching. That's Matt. I'm cool with it.
That's kind of my job.
But
Yeah,
it
it's just
still looks sharp.
Yeah.
Like it does. It looks.
No, graphically the game,
Yeah.
I don't think it looks bad. It's just like minor details.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's just
I mean,
cool.
she's not the type to. She hasn't played XCOM. She hasn't like gotten all these. She hasn't done a whole lot of gaming across the board like we have. So she's seemingly enjoying it, and she's getting some difficulty out of the later levels too. I've noticed that.
We do see things through how do I say, like
Inexperienced
Cynicism.
yeah, because we play everything and we see things with a more trained eye. So I mean, more casual. Not that she's a filthy casual or anything, but fuck it, she's not watching. But but no, I mean like
She likes the costumes.
like
in
some
Overwatch.
people like games like Sonic Unleashed or fucking Duke Nukem Forever.
Sonic Unleashed
Which
is
is-
actually good though.
Which is
Oh! Sit down, Dave.
Matt,
Sit down. No.
Matt, you can go. You can leave.
You can
We'll
just
do
get
the
fuck
rest. We'll just do the rest of this podcast.
Rooftop Run.
But I'm
best
saying-
stage.
I didn't get a single achievement out of that game. I played for like 10 hours.
Filthy casual.
Anyway. But what I'm saying is people like 7.0 games. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the 7. She's still pretty, alright? Like... I'll just stop there. But sometimes there's nothing wrong with the 7.0 game. Like, it's a fucking good example. I don't know. Like, Puyo Puyo Tetris didn't blow the fucking roof off, but we had such a blast
No,
playing
it was a
Puyo
great
Puyo
game,
Tetris.
yeah.
Right. You know, so, I don't know. Dave, are you checking your fucking phone during the fucking podcast?
Yeah, well, I need to get the list
Of what you've been
of
playing?
what I've been.
He's come prepared. And he's awake. You're hired. Alright.
So yeah, I've played a very minimal amount of Sonic Mania because that's on the Switch.
Yep.
Because that's on the Switch?
Because it.
He's no Nintendo fanboy.
No,
right?
well, I mean, Kat's been playing the Switch. She's been.
Matt, Dave, guys, you gotta.
The Switch is overrated. Okay.
Straight in the balls.
Oh.
Right in the ball sack.
Oh, I have been speared.
I'm getting 4K class content.
None of this fucking 720p
What are you
shit.
getting 4K content out of your Xbox One shit?
Okay.
It's not even real 4K.
Dave. Zip.
If it suddenly looks like we're well lit, that's because we are now.
Moving on. Dave, what else have you been playing?
Well, I've
He's got a list.
I have a list. So I'll go through some of the quicker ones. I booted up No Man's Sky again
Yep, there's some new updates.
with the update.
A lot nicer.
It is actually a lot nicer than it used to be. Like being able to build your own base, and there's actual more variation and actually kind of more of a story. Quest givers. It's still not what we really hoped it to be, but like there's still like there's no real multiplayer.
1 year after, and they still haven't delivered.
The very basis of that game, you will never see them deliver what we really had hoped for. But
I'm gonna pick it up again soon.
especially with like terrain manipulation now that they added too, it feels like it was a necessary addition. And I did pick up Absolver.
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 We
Yeah.
talked about it a little bit.
It was one thing when we went to PAX that I had wished that I had actually played on the floor. Because it's a kung fu game, basically. You get like one of 3 styles, but it's highly customizable. You get to pick each move as you go along, and it kind of flows differently for each player. It's open world, multiplayer. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, because there's no jumping in the game. I feel like that's my one thing that I'm missing out of it. I'd like to be able to do a Jade Empire jump over things, but it feels kind of like a Kung Fu Dark Souls, all in all. But it's actually
That's really interesting.
It's really solid, and I think it's only like $30.
Shit, I'll have to check that out. That sounds actually like really interesting.
Wait
Is
a
it
minute,
like
wait a
a...
minute, wait a minute. Are you being positive right now?
Yeah. No, it legitimately sounds interesting.
I bring it out in him.
Alright, continue.
I also delved back into Forza Horizon 3.
Oh, what a great game.
I was inspired by the upcoming Forza, which I caught shit on for liking Forza, even not being on the podcast.
You watch us.
So
I like Forza, Dave.
Horizon's great, and I got to level 150.
Shit, I was...
70.
I got RPG
know.
elements in these card games now.
Huh?
I got RPG elements in these card games now.
Forza Horizon. I don't play the regular Forzas, dude, but Horizon, dude.
There's...
Fuck you!
What?
To
I
be
didn't
fair-
say anything!
To be fair, like, it's completely open world. You go through and level up skill points. You get...
great.
You basically unlock different multipliers and stuff like that throughout
The
the game.
Warthog from Halo's in it.
That will sell Matt right away.
Oh yeah.
Well, there was something else, too, that I unlocked.
I'm buying an
The
Xbox One. and a
Final
copy
Fantasy
right
15's Regalia is in
Oh,
it.
yeah?
now. Yeah.
You can drive that around.
Skin.
In Australia. It's actually not a skin, it's a full
Yeah,
render
it's
of the game, of the
Oh, it's
card.
the full model?
It's the full
It's
model.
not like just a skin.
It's
of
not a
something.
Microsoft doesn't cheap out.
Ever. Especially when they use the word exclusive.
Good going.
Xbox One X console
Exclusive!
No, I love when they say console exclusive.
Yeah.
Xbox One X console exclusive. So you mean it's not exclusive?
Yeah,
Basically,
pretty much.
Speaking of console exclusive, I played Hellblade. Hellblade:
Yeah.
Senua's Sacrifice.
I saw stuff on that, and I heard some like there was literally a game-breaking bug in it. In one of the initial builds. I don't know if it's patched out yet. I'm assuming it
I
is.
would assume, because I beat the game and
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
been broken.
Yeah.
But it is
Are you checking fucking
I'm
baseball.
just checking
in
the
middle
score.
Oh my fucking god.
Talk about Hellblade.
You gave him shit. I'm gonna give you shit there, pal.
Gonna keep me in check.
Call me the fuck out.
Yep. Alright, continue.
Hellblade is a heavy story about a character with major psychosis. This is a serious game, and you're passing
I'm
on.
insensitive.
Yeah.
Shove that fucking baseball shit up your ass, pal. Yeah.
Dave, continue.
But no, I was really, really impressed with Hellblade. That's like
Nice.
that is my third favorite game of this year.
What's your first?
Horizon. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
It's not Legend
More
of
than
Zelda.
Zelda.
That's alright.
That's number 2.
That's cool. People can have bad opinions. It's alright. Or wrong ones.
Actually, you could prove me wrong. How much have you played of Horizon?
Horizon? Oh, I played the demo of Forza 5 at GameStop, so I kind of know exactly what it is. So that's cool.
Yeah,
Basically the same.
Yeah.
He's not saying Forza Horizon. He means Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh,
Horizon
I mean,
Zero
that's
Dawn.
still bad too.
Oh my god. Alright, Dave, continue. We got a lot to get to. Tell us about Uncharted.
This gaming podcast
What's coming off the rails?
where Matt knows that there are games with Horizon in the name.
Well, we were talking about Forza Horizon 3, so I assumed you were just saying Horizon, as in like Horizon 3.
Didn't even come out this year.
What year did Forza Horizon come
I don't
out?
know.
What year did Horizon Zero Dawn come out?
Horizon Zero Dawn's this year.
Was that before you were born? Okay, continue.
I was actually playing Uncharted Lost Legacy before coming here.
Beautiful from what I hear.
It's gorgeous.
Haven't played?
And it's open world.
Like actual or segmented?
No, it's an actual like open map. It's
The whole
not
thing?
huge. It's not huge, but it's completely. It takes the elements from Uncharted 4, where Drake's in the RV and driving around, and that was actually one of my favorite parts of that game, and then just kind of capitalized it.
Same.
And Agents of Mayhem.
Which is how good is it compared to Saints 4?
It feels very similar. I keep wanting to have the same power set as Saints 4. I want to be able to have my superpowers and jump across
It is a sequel, just so everybody knows it's the sequel to Saints Row 4.
And a bizarre one at that does harken back to a lot of the things from Saints Row, but it is an alternate universe type.
Well, no, because I guess in Gadded of Hell, I had
Yes.
to do a wiki research, so they rebuilt the Earth in one of the endings.
Mm-hmm.
That's the canon ending.
Yeah.
Is that they rebuilt reality.
Yeah, it's basically an alternate universe built off Kat's experience.
Cool.
And I did have Kat as a character, and Pierce Washington is in there.
Yeah.
You know, all these characters that you grew up loving and caring about over the years, Matt. Because you play all of these games.
Dave, you remember in 2005, you and I were hanging out at the Clinton Community College dorms during the summer. Played the Saints Row 1 demo for about 6 hours straight through the night.
That was revolutionary.
How old were you in 2005?
Not old enough to play that game.
10?
There was a mature rated title.
It's
You would not have been allowed.
It's almost
to.
2018 here, pal. So
Oh my god. That was a long time ago.
I was 10 years old
Yeah.
when you motherfuckers were in college.
We were repeatedly stabbed a grandmother because she deserved it while you were being 10.
Stabbed her with a dildo.
I was probably still playing better games than you, though. When I was 10.
Yeah, what were you playing when you were 10?
I don't know, probably Pokemon Sapphire or some shit.
Never played it. No, I get
What
it.
is that?
I was gonna say... I was like, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Alright, so Dave, that's all you had?
Last time I
Thanks
checked,
for a
all
lot.
3 of us were on the fucking screen, so...
I got a list. I played some games this week.
Thank God.
Trump hands. Alright, so let me tell you about some games that I played. For one, I ordered the Yakuza Kiwami Steelbook. Didn't arrive. You didn't play that either. You mentioned it.
I have it.
Okay, you just didn't play it. They did announce Yakuza Kiwami 2. Are you familiar?
I am. Shot glass, or not shot glasses, but do you get tumblers
I don't fucking
for the
know.
special edition?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Yakuza 6.
Oh, okay.
Song of Life, but they did Kiwami 2 as well. Anyway, wanted to play Yakuza on a couple of days off because I'm going on vacation this week, so there won't be a podcast next week. Secondly, loaded up Destiny 1 in preparation for Destiny 2. Went to see Xur for his last fucking visit to the tower before it's destroyed and before Destiny 1 pretty much ceases to exist. Symbolic of Destiny 1's entire fucking influence over the gaming world. Complete disappointment again.
I love
From Xur's fucking... Now let me tell you, okay, from a guy who hasn't played Destiny much, Xur finds a way to disappoint. 3 years running now, okay?
The only time like he delivered
Yeah.
was
Like the first week?
the first time he ever
When he had Gallahorn.
Gallahorn. And that's
So,
it.
so he had Gallahorn twice. Now, I've been out of the loop of Destiny 1 for about a year now, but he only carried Gallahorn twice. Once was the second week the game was released. And the second time was 3 years into the fucking game when Gallahorn was completely useless and nobody could use it anymore because it was so underpowered. That was the most sought-after weapon in the game at one point. Long story short, he comes. What does he have this week? He has Plan C, which is a shitty fusion rifle. First of all, fusion rifles are nerfed as fuck in Destiny now. Nobody uses them in Destiny. Like, that's just not part of the meta. Secondly, it's one from year one, so it's a piece of shit. Okay? Thirdly, he didn't have anything good. Or anything on sale. I mean, the game, nobody's going to be playing Destiny 1. So what's the point of Bungie throwing out year one weapons? Or, like, anything decent?
Might as well throw out the best shit ever.
That's what I'm saying!
Yeah, you might as well just like, he should have all of them. Just have them all.
So every time an expansion would come out,
sale on everything.
every time an expansion would come out, we'd be like, oh, I bet you Xur's got something good for the first week of the expansion. Old stuff. We're like, are you serious? We wait a whole week for Xur to come? And he's like, fuck you. So then, or like, fucking the old expansion, like a new one will be coming and we'll be like, hey, this is the last week Xur's gonna come before the expansion. I wonder if he'll like have some good old stuff or like anything. It's always some shit. Or we're like, I mean, am I wrong? Like, this is just complete, the whole 3 years of Destiny 1, this is what it's been like. So, and I dig Destiny, I'm a Destiny guy, but like, fucking please. So, I go there, waste my time, I install it. I'm way upstairs now, so I have a wireless connection. It's actually not awful, but it takes a while to install PS4 stuff, because the hardware is ancient now. So Destiny was a disappointment this week. Destiny 2, I didn't get to play the console beta, but the PC beta was this week. Dave texted me, he's like, hey, it's live. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know. Download it. A day later. No, it was like an hour. But I'm like, oh shit, like Destiny 2. So I start playing. I played a little bit with Eric Krumer. I don't know if he watches this. He's going to be my boy on PC. Now, the PC version, phenomenal. Now, I haven't played the console version. It's still more Destiny. It's just Destiny.
Okay.
It's more polished and nicer and more cinematic. Kind of like the Taken King and stuff was. Got excited. Then I realized there's fucking nothing in the beta.
Yeah.
Nothing. No leveling. Everybody's level 20. No fucking custom. You have legendaries and exotics, but everybody gets the same fucking weapons. You have one strike. I think one map in the multiplayer, right? Or maybe two.
I think there's two because you could do the random one and then there's like the team one.
Okay. So, two maps in the multiplayer and the first level of the fucking game. So you basically get the introduction to Destiny 2 and find out who Gaul is and super neat, but I mean it takes an hour and then you're done the beta. And I want to get
compared to what they did for the first one, which was like
a lot.
Like
a lot.
you got a whole free roam area.
And then they said, well, they said the final day of the beta on PC that they were opening up the farm.
Yes, the farm.
Wasn't there for me. Did you get to go?
Yes.
I didn't get to go.
It was 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I think, yeah.
I played.
I went down. I got to play soccer. There was nothing there. Like there's like
yeah, I figured, but still,
there's
something.
You could tell where the vendors are going to be. You can tell where you were going to get fucked over when you were going to hand in engrams. And there was a soccer field, like a full playable soccer field, which I think is it actually felt like Lucio Ball / Rocket League. Good floaty ball, and that's where everyone's just running towards immediately. But it's nice. It feels more lived in than the social space that we were provided in the original Destiny.
So, played that, and then it was over in 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sold me. I'm excited about Destiny 2. I am going to get it on PS4 because that's where we've played for years, but also when it goes to PC, I might just transition completely to PC, not going to lie. I'll have that disc on my shelf for PlayStation, but I think I might. Plus, it's all integrated with Battle.net and stuff, which is called Battle.net again.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So
I'm just seeped in that ecosystem for Blizzard, but what?
So how much did you play of the betas?
Oh yeah, did you play?
I did not,
No.
because I wasn't a huge fan of Destiny 1. I played enough to do the first raid, and then I was like, yep, I'm done. And then...
Did you beat the raid?
Yeah,
That was a damn good raid.
I completed the story, and then I did the raid, and then I called it quits from there in Destiny 1. So I gave it a fair shot.
Yeah, you gave it a fair shot.
Yeah.
It did change tremendously after that.
But it was like you were in the business of getting raped the entire time, the first couple weeks of Destiny. Like, for real. It was really bad.
Couple weeks?
Well, the couple weeks that I played, it was just like you're in the business of getting raped. That's all it was. You were getting fucked on engrams, you were getting fucked everywhere.
You gotta check your Twitter too?
Fuck it.
So,
Yankees kicking your ass, bro?
Shut up. So, God damn it. So anyway.
Cut.
Fuck it. No.
I don't call the shots here. I'm a visitor. Wait, you're going
so
back and call.
So after
I let him cry on the sideline for a little bit.
So after I was disappointed by Destiny again, I did play a couple things. 2 big things I want to talk about this week. For one, Final Fantasy 15. Finally had some time last night.
Did you actually beat this game?
I said, I'm going to put it in, I'm going to reinstall it, I'm going to fucking sit down, and I'm going to finally, not knowing the controls, it's been like 6 months since I picked it up, and I'm like, I'm right at the end, I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to figure it out. So I did, I went in, it took me a few minutes to figure it out. I fucking beat Ifrit, I went all the way up to the fucking tower, and fucking kicked that asshole in the nuts, Arden. Beat the game. I did enjoy Final Fantasy 15 very much. It's a 7. You know what I mean? Like I love those games growing up. We're recording?
Yep. Sure are.
Okay, as Dave likes to say, we have Pantovision.
Crotch.
There's a variety of different pants in this show.
Variety of different crotches here too. So, you can see Matt's PJs.
You are the most stylish one here.
Really high-tech stuff here at the Leftover Pants podcast. We had our first technical difficulty of the night. It's alright, we've been limiting it.
It was an expected technical difficulty.
So now we're on the webcam, but we limit it to 1 technical difficulty a week now. Which is pretty cool.
Pretty much.
So far. So we're going to continue. We have toilet sounds behind us. So,
it makes it realistic. You just reapplied the pants.
Yeah. So, we got an actual authentic zip this time. So to continue where we were going, Final Fantasy 15. Was that your phone?
It was.
Oh. Finally popped it back in, reinstalled it. Said I was going to finally defeat Final Fantasy 15. Right at the end, reacclimated to the controls, put it on fucking smooth mode, so I had the 60 frames a second on the PS4 Pro. Didn't get the high resolution because you got to choose.
Compromises.
Yeah.
PS4 Pro.
If you want true 4K gaming, you have to know that Xbox One X and your monster. No, anyway, long story short, popped it in, got through, killed Ifrit. I remembered all the story going up. Final Fantasy 15 is like a fine wine. Like you don't really. Unless you do your research, I don't think anybody really understood Final Fantasy 15 storyline, okay?
Not all Final Fantasies, though.
Yeah. Beat it. went up to Arden, killed him, saw all the post-game credits and stuff. And the whole point of me doing this was, one, to finally beat the game because I had stopped at the very end. But now there's all this DLC out. So I didn't play episode Gladios or any of the sequel episodes, but I did start the Assassin's Creed expansion.
Oh, the
for
Assassin's
Final
Festival?
Yeah, for Final Fantasy 15.
I didn't realize that had already released.
Yeah, it released that day last week when they put the trailer up. Kind of cool. Very Final Fantasy 15-y, but with Assassin's Creed. Like, it kind of threw me off because the Assassin's Creed logo is everywhere in the town. I didn't play that deep because I was more invested in trying to understand what the ending was all about for Final Fantasy 15. So then I looked it up. I watched this long, fucking hour-long video of this guy on YouTube who explained it in depth. And holy shit, there's so many more layers to Final Fantasy 15 than I thought there were. I don't know if you really know where I'm coming from. I'm not going to take the time to explain it here. But, holy shit, 15 was so cool. Very, very short version. The 7 original summons from the original couple games were all primary characters in Final Fantasy 15, and you didn't know who they were. And they very subtly explained it. You know that white girl with all the black clothing that kept popping up out of everywhere, and she froze Arden at one point on the subway with her fucking finger? That's Shiva.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Did you beat it?
Yeah.
You beat it, yeah. There's so many more layers to it that I didn't understand. And Ifrit was the lone summon who basically broke from the pack and took the side of... him and Arden needed each other to accomplish each other's missions. Arden didn't really care about plunging the world into darkness and having all the demons pop up, but Ifrit was the one. And Ifrit is kind of the Final Fantasy mirror of Satan, you know what I'm saying? But they never explained any of the summons in all the old games, and they all exist in these different worlds, so it's only canon for this one game, obviously, but I don't know. I thought it was really cool. There was this big discussion online if Noctis is really dead. Obviously, he's really fucking dead. I mean, right? Him and...
He was just a dream the whole time.
That's what it reminded me of, was 10, and I'm just whatever.
Well, the way I looked at it is, maybe it's been a while, obviously, but doesn't at the end, he basically walks into his tomb.
The crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the embodiment of him walking into the king's tomb.
Yeah, he knew he was going to die by the Knights of the Nine.
Yeah.
Knights of the Round, but the whole idea was that of all the generations that have passed, because Arden is basically his great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Yep.
And we're going a little too deep. Most of the people that are watching this probably didn't beat Final Fantasy 15 anyway. I don't think a lot of people stayed till the end, but he was the one person in the bloodline after all these generations that the crystal chose called out for. But, Arden needed him to power up the fucking ring. I didn't really get that until I'm looking at these explanations and shit, but it all made sense once I started putting it together. He needed him to reclaim all of the 13 different weapons from the Knights of the Round Table or whatever to power up the ring. It wasn't a great story, but at least I beat it. So, anyway, yeah.
It was a lot better than Save the Four Crystals win. So, it broke from the pack and at least made more sense.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I always love Final Fantasy, but I appreciate that they tried to go out of their way. They made it different. They made it very mixed with reality. Because when it started as Versus 13, it was supposed to take place in North America. In our North America. But then they mixed things with the Coleman chairs and the cup noodles, which you can get a free helmet now, by the way. Downloaded that.
Product placement.
I thought it was cool.
I also really appreciated the theme of it too. I've never seen a game that focused other than Brothers, the actual game Brothers.
Yeah.
A game that focused on a brotherhood kind of thing. I thought that was really cool.
They had a very good chemistry the entire game, and they went through an entire character arc where they all broke away from each other and then they came back together. My one complaint though that was really weird, it did make sense in the end that they had to wait 10 years for the ring to charge. That's why there was that 10-year period.
Yeah.
Did you get that at the time?
I didn't really.
Neither did I. But that's why there's this part at the end of the game, spoilers for a year-old game, whatever,
It was a lot of spectacle at the end, which kind of threw me off. And...
Well, the world plunged into darkness, and Noctis had to basically lay in solitude in this prison or something. It's not even clear that he was held against his will.
Yeah.
Or if he was in a coma or not. But the loading screens didn't make it sound like he was in a coma. He was just laying in solitude for 10 years. So he comes out of solitude. The whole world plunged into darkness. His ring is charged. And then, he finds his friends again, and they reconcile after a decade of being away from each other. It was very broken from a narrative point of view at the end.
Yeah.
It was weird. I don't know.
You can almost tell that they really tried to just finish it up.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
They were like, this has been fucking 15 years coming.
They probably had more story in there that they just cut.
Right. There probably was a lot more to it.
You're probably right.
We'll put this out in a companion app.
Right.
This will be like Grimoire.
I bet it's in that fucking Final Fantasy 15 phone game or something like that. There's all the exposition right there.
Final Fantasy 15, the after years.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's part of the news this week, but I'll just mention it now. They officially announced.
That would be a really good plug. I didn't even think
They did officially announce this week that there will be no sequel to Final Fantasy 15. Not meaning there won't be a 16, but meaning there will not be a 15-2.
Yeah.
They're not going to do a spin-off or a sequel or anything.
For all of the guys, just their main things that they switch costumes and that it gives them different powers.
Yeah. And
they start
just
singing at the beginning of it.
I'm not sure. That's a 10-2 plug. Just to be clear, I think the episodes, the $5 DLC packs, those are the sequels. Those are sequels to the game, right?
I think some of them are prequels, aren't they?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
They did some stuff like that.
Yeah.
But basically, I mean, when it comes down to it, just buy the season pass for $25.
Yeah.
Get episode Gladio and get all episode Prompto and episode Ignis.
I might go back and do it, honestly, because
I was thinking about it a while ago too, because I wanted to boot it back up because I feel like I didn't give it enough of a chance.
And there's a lot more content now.
There's a lot more hunts. It's kind of like Destiny. How Destiny matured over that year.
It changed, yeah.
Final Fantasy 15 has really matured as well, and I think they found a lot better of a footing with Final Fantasy 15 than 13 ever could have amounted to. I liked the characters of 13, but it never found a footing, and the gameplay.
All of the characters?
No, not all.
Okay.
But I liked a good portion of the characters, like Zos. Zos was cool.
I did
was
like
cool
13
at
as well.
moments. Lightning and Sarah were neat, but Hope and Vanille were just hopelessly terrible. You
Yeah.
didn't like Hope?
Yeah.
Really?
Surprise.
No one liked them.
But in the interest of time, we will move on. But yeah, we should both. I'm thinking on Black Friday or something, they'll have a PSN sale, I'm sure,
Yeah.
for older stuff. So it'll probably be on sale.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Not doing it. I have other games to play.
Yeah, probably us too, to be continued. But to move on for this segment, we're still in the intro. One more game that I played.
One more. Is it Overwatch?
Oh shit, two more. So Matt and I played Overwatch. Team Deathmatch is that. Now, without Matt, I don't enjoy Overwatch. No, buddy, come here. Without you, I don't enjoy Overwatch quite as much because so much of the when Halo 3 came out, Dave and I played Halo 3 to death with each other. That's a very special day. The 10-year anniversary of that's coming up. We'll talk about that. Maybe. September 25th, 2007. Big deal for you and I.
Big deal for Microsoft.
Yeah.
They'll release the anniversary.
I don't think so. But Overwatch, very much. You got me Overwatch. You bought it.
Hmm?
You gave me a copy of it for free. The rest is history. Finally got.
Oh.
Yeah, look what I pulled out. Finally got that phone case after I got a refund for it. Thank you, Amazon, for sucking.
Action pads.
Yep. And then Doom 1 went in the garbage because that shit was falling apart. There you go for your update. But no, part of Overwatch's lore, not lure, but lore for me. Not lore either. What the fuck am I talking about? Lure, thank you. Part of the allure. Yeah. Allure.
Yeah, we got there.
English. Majored in it at one point. For me, for Overwatch, was you and me playing together because we just wreck. We usually do. Especially if we just pick it up once a month or something. But when we play for a couple hours together, we just fucking destroy. We just work.
If we play decently consistent, it's like
him and I have
we get stupid.
We get stupid good because he plays with different classes and characters than I do. So when we're both on,
we can feed into each other.
I mean, we really do.
Yeah, there were some really good times where we were doing some fucking insane Zarya and Bastion shit. And
when you did the fucking
May wall,
he did this May wall. You know what? Where May fucking does the wall. Yeah. I do this stupid move at one point where I'm wrecking bitches, but I give chase to this guy who's going in the cave, in the railroad area. I forget what it's called.
Route 66.
Route 66. I know I'm not supposed to chase him because he's obviously baiting me. I go in, and he had to be there. This isn't going to sound like much, but I'm going in there, and I had 1 HP left, and the guy's obviously going to fucking kill me. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm seeing my health deplete, and it goes to 1, and he out of nowhere, from the fucking top of the building, shoots the wall off, walls the guy inside the cave, and saves my fucking life. And I'm just I look back up at him, and I'm like, fuck yeah! That was so cool. We work. So, anyway, it was a moment.
The Laverne of Shirley of Overwatch.
It was awesome, but anyway, so I load up, as we mentioned last week, there's deathmatch and team deathmatch and Overwatch, which is very un-Overwatchy. So I load up regular deathmatch the other day, every man for himself, which I used to excel at in games like Halo and such, Lone Wolves, and I didn't like it. And it is a work in progress, but I didn't enjoy it, and it's all class-based, so obviously characters like Doomfist, who I do love, I mean, he's just wrecking bitches, and I'm Soldier 76, I should be doing well there, and I'm not. And the maps are not set up for
they're really not. So they're just popping people.
They need to make their own maps. If they're going to do this deathmatch stuff, they need to make deathmatch exclusive maps, which they probably will. But
what they should do is, I don't know why they're not using the fucking 3v3 maps. What the fuck?
It's a work in progress. It's going to be weird.
Why aren't they using them? I don't know.
But especially for Lone Wolves, it's just not made for that. But long story short, I wasn't feeling it. But then I played Team Deathmatch by myself the other night, and I was doing really well. And I'm like, wow, this is actually has a different dynamic, but it has its own Overwatch tint to it, like Overwatch everything does. So I'm like, hey, why don't we get together and play Team Deathmatch? I'll show you how it is.
Post it on Facebook.
Yeah, I posted it on Facebook. I said, I remember back in the day when Matt used to play Overwatch with me, and he's like, 10 o'clock tonight, bro. So we get online, and I felt like shit, so we didn't play long, but we actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
And it was a blast. So Team Deathmatch, completely different dynamic. So that was cool. Played Overwatch. Moving on. This is what I want to talk about. We talked about how Quake Champions is on Steam Early Access now.
Mm-hmm.
Had some problems. My bro, Matt, said, I got you, fam. I'm going to do my fucking IT shit. And he runs...
Hack into the mainframe.
He remotely goes into my computer. And his
You gave him access to that shit?
Yeah. His fucking fix. Do you know... Now, for some reason, the app kept crashing on BethesdaNet and on Steam. And I'm like, why can't I get the fucking program to run? It just wouldn't run. Uninstalled it, did all the normal stuff. Can't figure it out. I'm looking at all these videos, trying to manipulate the INF file or whatever. Can't get anything to work. I'm like... I don't understand. I'm like, Matt, help me out. I'm getting frustrated. He goes in, rings up the program, clicks run as administrator, and it fixes it.
Yeah.
Whatever. So he fucking got it to work.
Properties so it natively runs an administrator, so you don't have to right click anymore.
Yeah. So.
But it'll still keep asking.
It does.
Sure, you want to run as administrator?
It's alright. It works. So.
Welcome
now,
to the PC Master Race.
Yeah. Work in progress. So it's only been a year. So, long story short, I had some feelings about it last time when I played it on BethesdaNet before it went into early access. Because I played the open alpha and the open beta, which I got a sweet player card for.
I too, I got that email. That must be what's waiting for me if I ever...
Oh, no. This is, you get a premium loot box.
Oh.
You get a free premium loot, which is legit, because you can only buy those with real money. But anyway, you played the open...
beta.
Okay. It was rough. So I'm thinking, like you said, the game's going to be free to play soon permanently. Why would you spend $30 on it when it's going to be $40, but still? So I'm like, there's a couple days till Destiny comes out. I'm going to drop $30. I'm off for a few days. I needed to play something. Well, we were playing Team Deathmatch, and I felt like I wanted to play something.
I think you're putting this in a different color though, because you said I just bought, like you texted me and said I just bought the game, and I said this soon next to Destiny, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. But then I said, fuck it. I don't want to refund. I want to play.
Too late now. Like, well, you can refund it.
No.
Steam will do that.
So
for you.
This is what at that moment he knew he fucked up.
No, because I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to tell you why. So, I downloaded. I was in the mood for Deathmatch. Like, I don't have an Xbox right now. I'm not gonna play Halo 5. Okay, so I really wanted Deathmatch, and I'm like, I'm not even a Quake guy. I wasn't even really an Unreal guy, but I am
a Doom guy.
Well, I am a Doom guy. That's what sold me. Is I'm a huge Doom fan and Wolfenstein, and now BJ Blazkowicz and the Doom Slayer are in Quake Champions, so they're kind of making it their Bethesda/id shooter now with Quake properties. It's still very much Quake.
It's their Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. So, or their Heroes of the Storm. Yeah. So, of course, my main is Doom Slayer just because it's Doom, and it's very authentic to Doom. Anyway, here's my experience. So, I get the game, spend $30 on it, get every champion. Way better than the open alpha. One, it runs smooth as shit, and I can run it on high settings on my rig. Looks great, very fast. It is class-based, but it's still very much Doom. It's still very much Quake. There is differences in the passive abilities and the active abilities of the classes. There's some original characters, then there's some, like we said, the Ranger or whatever was the guy from Quake 1. Well, he's an actual character class with audio cues and stuff in Quake Champions. Anyway, Doom Slayer is my main. His active ability is he goes into Berserker mode from Doom, and he can punch you and just make you explode. He's basically on steroids, but it plays the fucking Doom theme from the new Doom in the background as soon as you click it. And it's so cool, and then I'm looking, in the amount of customization. I mean, it's not just, there's something to be said for both, but it's not the Overwatch model where you get a full skin. They don't just have the colors, and then they have like the legendary, like the skins in Overwatch are great. In in Quake, you do have the full sets, but you can also customize every little part. And it's like you can customize the eye, you can customize the damage to the face, you can customize the helmet, customize how many spikes are on the helmet. Then I look, and they added rune challenges from Doom to every character. Every character has their own rune book. And you have to unlock the runes and then work on them the same way you would in Doom, the single player. Mm-hmm. If you fill the rune book for a certain character, you unlock their ultimate costume. And the ultimate costume for Doom Slayer is the Doom 1 costume with his abs showing and everything. And it's really cool. It looks ultra realistic, but it's still very much Doom Guy, and it's called Doom Guy. So I want to get that. Probably never get it, but anyway, yeah, the loot boxes are very cool. They're kind of like Overwatch, but there's 3 different kinds of loot boxes, and there's 3 different kinds of currencies. It is a work in progress, but now it feels like a finished game. Like, it is very much early access. It's still a work in progress, but I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not good at it at all. I'm trying to get better. But at least now it runs. Like, it runs smooth. It's perfectly fine. I play, even with my wireless connection, never a problem. So I'm trying to get better, but I had a lot of, it's $30, that sucks, but like, I get every class that comes out. If they happen to put out like the power armor from Fallout or something in the future, like I'll get it for free. It's kind of like the same model as Overwatch, really. I mean, there's no free-to-play Overwatch, but you buy the game, you get every character for free and every map for free, so I'm locked in there.
Careful, man.
Yeah.
Careful.
You wanna lean on me?
No, I'm good.
So I just wanted to mention that. Like, shout out to fucking id and Bethesda for putting out a free-to-play game.
We're taking sponsorships.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you feel free. But I've always been a big Bethesda fan and id, and but Quake is the one that I never got into because I was never any good, so I spent $30, and like it's kind of cool. You can play little 5-10 minute matches really quick. It's not objective based. It's just frags. I don't know. I'm having fun with it. The fucking maps are really detailed. There's Doom themed maps now. There's maps for a lot of different characters, but mostly Quake, obviously. It's fun. I guess I don't have anything else to say about it. Okay. Did you enjoy what you played of it?
I enjoyed what I played of it. I didn't play it nearly as much as you have. But I never got the feeling like, oh, I'll buy it for $30. Like I might dabble in it when it goes to free play.
Yeah, of course.
And then if it's like really solid enough, then I'll consider it.
The way they're doing the free to play model is not how everybody else does it, like we thought they would. They said they're going to have, you can spend the green currency, which is called favor, which you get for doing anything, and you can rent characters for a day. Now, the currency is very easy to come by, and like I said, it is a work in progress, but that's pretty stupid. I think you can buy them permanently for X amount of dollars, I don't know, but it's hard to, when you're playing a free-to-play game, you kind of want to dabble around and see what kind of class you might be good with, because once you start to realize the depth of Quake Champions, which there is some depth there, actually, you don't realize it at first, but there's a big difference between the classes. Like Anarchy, the guy that flies around on the surfboard or whatever, he has like almost no health, but he's like the quickest. And like Quake pros really want to move like very quickly and not stop, and they can turn on a dime and stuff. I try playing with him, and I'm squishy as fuck. I just die all the time, and I'm like, this is dumb. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird free-to-play model, but it hasn't even went free-to-play yet, so we'll see.
So the trick is that everyone playing now has all the characters.
Yeah. So, hey, itinerary for tonight. Now the podcast is getting underway. Now that we've talked about what we've been playing, so there is a lot of news tonight. Hey, guess what? We have some corrections. Not a lot. They're always fun though. We have some new releases for this week. It's September 4th, by the way. A lot of new game announcements this week. So we have some girth. We have some stuff to talk about this week. I saw your eyes.
There's a load in that pants.
The mother load. And we have some news, which we're going to talk about. And we have a damn good QUIZTACULAR this week. 10 questions, which is the new norm.
Cool.
I do have 3 tiebreaker questions.
that may be not enough.
Fucking dude,
I will just...
That was rough last week.
I feel like I'd have to just say the same things that you...
Well, like, it was getting to the point where I'm like, what the fuck?
He didn't give a
Please
fuck.
just
He wasn't mad, but like he totally took the wind out of Teddy's sails last week. He finally won one, and you're just like, fuck it, I'll just give it to him.
But it was like getting to the point we were like questions like what, fucking 20 when we were supposed to get like 10 questions. It was so ridiculous.
We have 10 questions. If we're tied, we have 3 extra ones.
If
we go beyond that,
I let him like.
You'll let him. Listen to this guy. All right, so got some corrections. Rockstar again. Yeah, I got some Rockstar punched. Which, by the way, everybody's going to think that we're actually plugging Rockstar. I did some research on Rockstar. For one,
they are not the same.
They're not the same company.
They are not.
But don't they look fucking A? Like it's called the same thing. Their logos are very similar.
They both use stars. That's so weird.
What the hell, man? Fuck you, Dave. And I mean, I kind of knew, but then I'm like, you never know. They're not the same company. But Rockstar Punched, which is what I have down there, actually has north of 15 milligrams, I think 15 milligrams of caffeine per ounce, I want to say, which is the highest available in an energy drink, whereas the regular Rockstar only has 10. So, no bueno. Gotta get the Punch now, which they only serve a couple places in Plattsburgh. Anyway.
If you need your fix.
If you need your fix. Also, another plug. Rockstar cans now have Destiny redemption codes on them. I don't know what's in them. Go get your codes. Okay.
Get your Pop-Tarts.
It's Destiny time and your Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts got codes in them too.
Yep. We could stay on Rockstar, but basically Rockstar Games, as we know, is headquartered in England. It's an English company. This one's headquartered in Washington State. Did some research. The rest of it is not necessary.
Well, isn't there like Rockstar Sydney and stuff like that?
Yeah,
but they were headquartered in England.
Well, Rockstar North, which is the primary.
Rockstar North is in England?
Yeah, they're
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know.
That's why they're so.
I assumed Rockstar North meant like North America.
No, they're
So it was like the-
antagonistic of American consumerism and culture in general because they're up on their highty-tighty English. Yeah.
You're right.
I never.
You are right.
I never knew that dimension to Rockstar. I knew Rockstar South and Rockstar North.
Yeah. No, there's a couple different Rockstars, but the primary Rockstar, the headquarters where they originated when they made the original Grand Theft Auto, and remember we said they were called. It was a quiz question on QUIZTACULAR. It was whatever they used to be called. They weren't always called Rockstar. I forget.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when they made Body Harvest and stuff like that, it was Northern England.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. That's why we do corrections. Last week I said the Xbox One X had already outsold the PS4 Pro lifetime. Well, it did fairly well, but basically what Amazon announced is that it outsold the PS4 for the totality of 2017 on Amazon, which Amazon is indicative of the greater gaming market. Yeah, but not lifetime. So it came out in November of 16. Subtract those 2 months, and if you're only keeping track of Amazon, Xbox One X, the pre-orders already outsold PS4 Pro this year. Which, if you believe what Sony says, now I don't think we can always take Microsoft's word for things when it comes to marketing. But the Sony says that 20% of the PS4 Pro, 20% of the PS4s sold worldwide ever have been PS4 Pros. That's a lot, considering it's been out for 4 years. We talked about this before, remember?
20%.
20%. Do you remember this?
That seems high, but
That
It seems high, but that's coming.
extraordinarily high.
That is coming from Sony. So they're obviously playing some more games. But if that is true, and Xbox One X already outsold the PS4 Pro on Amazon, Xbox is doing well with the X.
And
So
keep in mind too that like special editions now are PS4 Pros, like the Destiny special
Some of
edition.
them, because there was the Final Fantasy one.
Yeah,
and,
that was a standard PS4.
the Uncharted,
yeah.
the new Uncharted one. Was it Uncharted, the new one? There's a Slim that just came out that was specially. Oh, and the Gran Turismo one.
Gran
is a
Turismo is a Slim, but that's.
But yeah, the Destiny one for no fucking reason, because Destiny 2 doesn't run at 60 frames a second or in 4K or anything. It's just they're bundling a Pro.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get the white Pro is getting that Destiny 2 bundle.
That
but-
GT one is Europe
It's
only,
expensive.
isn't it?
Yes.
$4.99. What a fucking shame! Holy shit!
So anyway, moving on. Still very impressive, I think, even if they're playing marketing games. Warframe, I said, had 24 million active monthly users. It has 26 million registered users. So, still huge, but not 24 million active.
And just to put the stamp on it, I like it.
It's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, it's
Since the Wii
a
days of-
lot more solid than it used to be.
Yeah.
So I was actually enjoying it a little bit because I just felt like picking up, trying it since.
Did you play it on PC?
No, I played on PS4.
Playing it on PC. Wow.
It's-
I am PC, I'm hard.
Yeah.
It is very nice. Yeah.
It's clearly an Unreal Engine game.
Yeah.
Like it just feels
You
like
can
an Unreal
see
Engine.
it.
Yeah, you just know it's like I can kind of see Marcus Phoenix running around in this environment. But
You know what it reminds me of when you have like the Space Samurai and stuff is the iOS trilogy I used to love.
Infinity Blade.
Infinity Blade. Fuck, man. I wish they'd bring those to like modern consoles or something because those games were great.
It was built on Unreal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first.
I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to port it, to be honest.
They ported it to Kinect as an Xbox One launch title in China only. And I'm thinking like, fuck yes, it's coming to North America? Nope. No, those games were fucking great. The reason why I thought it would be a big PS4 game back when PS4 came out is because of the touchpad, which nobody uses.
Yeah.
But you need the touchpad for how the combat works in Infinity Blade. Anyway, Next Machina is out. Dave did this correction. It was released March 24th, 2017. Dave says it's good.
Yep.
Is it like Resogun?
No.
It's nothing like that. It's
No,
different.
Next Machina is all top down. Like it's fast paced top down.
Nope, don't want it. Okay, moving on. Game Trailers podcast before they shut their doors was called GT Time. Do you still watch them? Well, Easy Allies?
Yes.
I enjoy them.
Yep.
Favorite podcast. The Secret of Mana remake is not just coming to PS4 and Steam, it's also coming to Vita.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keeping that.
No Switch though.
alive.
Why the
No Switch.
fuck is it coming to Vita?
'Cause
and
those
not
things-
Switch? Jesus fucking Christ.
I agree with that, but the Vita has an insanely high attach rate because the people that bought Vitas still just buy, especially the Japanese RPGs,
Oh, yeah.
they buy them all
That's a
the time.
JRPG machine now.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on. Let's do some new releases here. Okay?
Stop being negative, Matt.
Yeah.
Nah,
Negative.
I'm just-
fucking Nancy.
I'm frustrated.
Nothing wrong with the Vita, it's great.
Except if you can purchase memory for it without going bankrupt.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Still.
That's a valid point.
New releases this week and next, because this is the last podcast for a little bit. Knack 2, September 5th.
I didn't even know that. Holy shit.
It's.
Destiny.
It's from what I hear. It
That comes out
says-
fucking Tuesday, and I didn't fucking
Look,
know about it.
Save, it'll be $30 in like.
Oh, I
after
know.
Christmas.
No one will play it.
Don't.
I'm
Are
just
you getting
saying.
it?
It's
Are
at-
you buying it?
I am not buying it,
Okay.
and
It's
that's like
releasing
that's
at 60?
No, it's either 40 or 50. It's a little bit discounted.
Thank God. Holy shit.
Now I will say this about Knack, okay? Knack, remember I was all jazzed thinking, hey, Mark Cerny's making it. It's going to be the next Crash Bandicoot. My God, that story sucked. Those characters sucked. I mean, coming from a guy who loves mascot platformers, do I not? I mean, I fucking live for those types of games. Knack sucked. Like,
I feel like
holy
it could have been
shit.
a better Pixar film than.
I mean, it
that
looked
game.
cute, but like none of the one-liners were funny. I mean, they tried way too hard. Remember the Ice Queen and shit? He's just like, oh, that's real cold coming from the Ice Queen, and I'm like, was that a knock? Like that was a joke? Anyway, get my list back up. Knack 2 better be good because if not, they're never making an Knack 3.
I know. I'm surprised they decided to make an Act 2 in the first place.
Sony can
put
afford.
They'll put resources in the stupidest shit like Knack fucking
Sony
2,
can
but
afford
not
it.
another Jack and Daxter game.
Well, Sony doesn't own
What
that.
the fuck? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they
do.
do.
Yeah. Or no,
Well,
they-
Naughty-
it's
it's
Naughty
Naughty
Dog.
Dog.
But Naughty Dog, they don't own Naughty Dog.
Well, yeah.
They
but
own
like,
the IPs, but not.
They came out with a.
They own Ratchet and Clank, and they own Uncharted, and like all those other games. Anyway, okay. We'll
you're
get there.
telling me they couldn't work something out with Naughty
They-
Dog and make a fucking Jack and Daxter game?
Okay, Destiny 2, September 6th.
None of us will play it.
Monster Hunter Stories, September 8th. Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, which I think is going to be a sleeper. Unfortunately, I'm not a big Dishonored guy, but
Dishonored 2 is kind of a sleeper too.
yeah, it was. Should have been huge. That should have came out in like January or February, and it would have been huge. September 14th, and then Metroid: Samus Returns, September 15th,
Not on the Switch.
and then a bunch of shitty sports games that we don't cover here because we're not grammars, bro.
Isn't
Alright.
that important?
So you don't fucking come here with your. I don't care. Actually, that I don't care about. I don't want to talk about your fucking Madden. I'm a sports guy. I don't want to talk about your Madden. I don't want to talk about your MLB The Show. We're not talking about that shit here. So talk about your Call of Duty somewhere else too.
Yeah, we're not talking about your MLB as he's wearing a fucking red.
I love him. I love baseball. This is a gaming podcast. We're not talking about baseball. All right.
It's a baseball game though, bro.
It's a baseball game, bro. Did you watch it that week when I put up the meme? I thought it was funny.
Yeah, the fucking SpongeBob meme.
That was funny. All right. Game announcements. The drought is clearly over. We got a lot of stuff coming out. Some are big, some are bad, some are all right.
The ugly?
Let's talk about them. The Walking Dead, Our World There. Why do I mention this? I mention this because they're taking the Pokemon Go model and they're making a Walking Dead game
Oh.
on iOS and Android. So just want to say
Is it? Who's making it?
AMC. So probably not going to be very good. It's based on the show. Here's the big one.
Do
Which,
you go around catching like Daryl and
Daryl, no.
Carl.
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 Okay. Here's the one that surprised me, Dave. We're big Dead Rising fans. I'm gonna get Dead Rising 4 for my Xbox One X when the Xbox One X comes because I still haven't played it.
I played like 15 minutes of it. I still can't do it.
Guess what's coming to PS4?
Dead Rising 4.
You didn't know?
No.
Dead Rising 4.
Oh my
Frank's
God.
Big Package. That's what it's called, Frank's Big Package. It's a Game of the Year edition that comes with all the DLC, plus new Street Fighter DLC,
Nothing shall be exclusive.
and some new stuff. Well, 3 is still exclusive, so you can get 1, 2, and 4 on PS4 now, but you can't get 3.
It's just
But 3's on PC though.
Yeah.
the big problem that I had with 4 is that it's about Christmas. Like
That's why I'm excited for it.
It's the no, but the
You
problem
can't
is
play it
like
any
you can't
other
play
time.
it outside of Christmas. Then it's just like
I'm gonna play it this Christmas.
I also heard the game had some polish issues, like
not a Dead Rising game. No, not something that Capcom put out.
which I'm actually
Not something on Xbox.
on the news of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Looking at some footage,
Not gonna.
I'm concerned.
So I.
I am honestly really concerned because it's not looking that much better from when we saw it at like
Hey, Chun-Li's face looks different. That's the big thing.
bro,
Okay.
it's getting bad. Like, because I love Marvel. That looks so bad.
Well, back in the day, I mean, when 3 came, that was a big deal, but 2 was like one of
The
the
shit,
all-time
yeah.
biggest games of all time ever on anything.
Marvel 2 is
So-
ridiculous.
The fact that they're making a 4, like 2 years ago, if we heard they were making a 4, it would have been like, holy fuck. And this has no buzz.
No.
And for being a Marvel property and a Capcom property and a fighting game, which is having a resurgence right now, that game might be in trouble.
Dude,
And it comes out soon.
isn't
Yeah.
it end of this
2
month?
weeks? No, it's the middle of the month. Oh, I didn't put that down. It's like the 17th or something.
Fuck, dude. Yeah,
Oh.
I was thinking about getting the collector's edition because I really want, but it's $200 fucking
Oh, fuck
dollars,
that.
motherfucker. Jesus.
It's a pretty one.
No, yeah,
Granted.
it's pretty. It comes with like a ton of shit, and it has X in it, and you get the Infinity Stones and shit. Oh my god, though.
Yeah, I want the
don't.
Mega Man thing.
I don't know if I could do it because just the general, like, I'll get everything and it'll look super awesome, and then the game will be shit, and I'll be so fucking disappointed.
The good thing about fighting games is, especially from Capcom, is they grow and evolve over time. So,
Yeah, and well, the
like
big
Street Fighter V is different now.
one of the big concerns I have too, and I was actually there's a channel called Core A Gaming. They do a lot of fighting game videos, and because I was super big into Marvel 3 and I loved it, and I did some competitive stuff with it. And I also kind of dabbled in it with Street Fighter 4, but I'm not as good at Street Fighter 4 as I am at Marvel. But with Street Fighter 5, they increased the amount of input lag there was between when you hit the button and the game
On
actually
purpose?
responds. Yeah, they increased it on purpose, but also to add frames so that the game is generally more lenient. So there was something called Evo Moment 37, which you can
Remember hearing about this.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
you can Google it if you want. But basically, it's when Daigo Umehara and Justin Wong, they were at Evo, and it was Street Fighter Third Strike, and there's this absolutely fucking ridiculous parry. Like Chun-Li did her super, where she does the multiple kicks and different levels and stuff like that, and Daigo literally parried every single hit from Chun-Li's thing.
Yeah.
But the way to do that is you have to basically perfectly hit the stick within a sixth of a second
Yeah.
of each like angle that it was going to come at. So it was like ridiculous. At the time, it was like literally fucking impossible,
But he did.
especially in that environment. And he did it, and
That makes the
kind of-
big bucks.
right, and that solidified like that. That's what Street Fighter is when you get to that level. That's insane.
Yeah.
But for Street Fighter V, there was a demonstration of basically to parry Chun-Li's super. You can do it to like the beats of songs and stuff like that. Just there's no particular way of doing it. You just have to mash the button basically to parry. As long as you're hitting the medium kick button or the low kick button, I guess, or whatever, it parries it.
With that
So I'm
said,
concerned Marvel will kind of have that same transition because I really love Marvel 3, and Marvel 3 was really truly the last Capcom fighting game to have that low input lag and high skill cap.
But with that said, the Marvel vs. Capcom games were never like high level. I mean, they're played professionally, but they're not like Street Fighter professional. Like they're not as deep of a game as Street Fighter itself.
Yeah, they have more of a tinge of luck to it. I mean, because it can really vary. I mean, if you get down to the nitty gritty, it's a skill game. But like, if it's me versus you, there's a form of luck in there. Like when I hit the assist button, and when you hit the assist button, my assist could just hit your assist first, and then it is this giant chain reaction. But no, I agree. But I'm just concerned it will translate to Marvel.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. It's a new Capcom now.
Yeah.
My thing with Marvel vs. Capcom is more from like a mascot point of view. Like I don't look at it as I really just want to see what Marvel characters are in there, and also which eras of Capcom. Like I view it more from like a fan perspective, I guess. And Street Fighter the opposite.
And I hate to keep going on Marvel.
That's right.
Like I'm also concerned about the character roster too, because we're not seeing
Marvel?
we're not seeing the characters we really should. Like they threw us a bone and they gave us Jada from Darksiders, or not Darksiders, Darkstalkers. Fucking awesome. Yes, thank you. Been wanting Jada for like ever. He's the big demon guy. But then it's basically, it might as well be Avengers versus Capcom.
That has more to do with the Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
And Disney is really dicking around.
Yeah, I understand that they're the more popular characters right now, and like Star-Lord and like Guardians of the Galaxy are a big thing, and Avengers are a big thing. Marvel versus Capcom. So where are the X-Men?
Okay, just a quick aside. Basically what Marvel's been doing, and we talked about this from a comic book perspective, is they went out of their way the last few years, Marvel and Disney, they actually canceled all the Fantastic Four comic books for like, 2 years straight when the new movie was coming out, just to try to like make sure the movie failed because they're trying to get the movie rights back. Long story short, that's the very...
Joke's on them, they didn't have to do anything.
They didn't have to do anything. And then like, they killed Wolverine. Wolverine's just coming back after like, I was living in Burlington when he died. He died in like 2012 or 13. He hasn't been in the comics ever since then because he's been dead. They disbanded the X-Men. They canceled half the X-Men books because Fox's X-Men movies do so well.
Yeah, they wanted them to go down a peg.
So when they do, like when you see the Marvel action figures that Dave collects, there's substantially less X-Men nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, almost none, and they're really concentrating on... Like, Guardians of the Galaxy was never a thing. They were, like, a C-level group until the movie came out. And now they're like, fuck it. That's why they tried with the Defenders. They're like, we're going to make our B and C-level characters A-level so that we can try to benefit from the characters that we own live-action rights to, is basically what they're trying to do. So when they do things like this video game, we're like, notice how many X-Men games have come out lately? X-Men Destiny was the last one, I think, right?
And it was poorly received as well.
Oh, yeah. It was a bad game. Bad game. Platinum it. Once. Anyway, yeah, long story short, they're doing that. There are rumors that...
That might have been the last one.
Yeah, that was the last Activision produced Marvel any game for X-Men. But anyway... So there are rumors now saying that the DLC packs are going to be X-Men themed. That's a rumor. But they're doing this on purpose, strictly because they're trying to tone down the X-Men.
And I realize that it's just really disappointing, though.
Oh, it is. And also from a Capcom point of view. Like, it's cool that they're doing different eras. Like, you have Mega Man X this time. Or X is his name.
Yeah.
They don't have the original Mega Man, which sucks. But at least they're not just porting over the old characters. Like, it's a different version. They have Frank West in there, which is cool. But then, like, I looked at Jetta. Like, I was never a big Darkstalkers guy. I was taken aback.
Darkstalkers was really good. I actually used to play on my PSP a lot.
But he was only on one of the games, right?
What's that?
He was only in one of the games, right?
As far as I know, he was in the vast majority of them.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not a big Darkstalkers guy, but like, if they're only gonna have like 10 or 15 from each side, if they're only gonna have 10 or 15 characters from each side on the starting roster,
which is
like I want
pathetic.
Due to Marvel 2 standards.
And it's only 2-on-2 instead of 3-on-3 this time. But what I want is fucking the big. You gotta have the big guns. Okay, they have Chris Redfield again. It's like a Nemesis. You need Nemesis, but Jesus, like
Imagine Leon Kennedy.
you couldn't have Leon or Jill or somebody else.
Much preferred.
Why Chris? Why not? If they're gonna have the newer games, like they have like what's his name, Dante from Devil May Cry. Why didn't they have the guy from Resident Evil 7? Or like I know Frank West just had a game out, so they have Frank West.
By the way, are they using old Dante or new Dante? Like shitty DMC Dante?
No, it's not DMC.
It's the old one. Okay.
It's the old school one.
But so that's the weird thing. Like I'm not a Devil May Cry guy either. But why are they doing like okay? They have old Dante, but newer Mega Man, old Frank West, and then like old.
They know what's better.
Okay, but that's fine. But like, why newer Chris Redfield then?
Yeah.
You know, it's a weird hodgepodge of characters, which is your complaint. But we're running a little long, so let's keep going. We also have a couple more. Wow, we went on a tangent. Dave and I, well, maybe not Dave, but definitely not Matt. I'm fucking psyched that there's a Super Meat Boy 2, which they said they would never do. I don't care if it's an endless runner. You and I talked about that. You're gonna slap your dick all over it. I don't care. I will suck Meat Boy's dick. Like Super Meat Boy Forever, Nintendo Switch exclusive. If it's $40, I'll buy it. I don't care.
Like horrific image that you
I'm gonna cut that into a GIF. I will suck meat.
Super Meat Boy Forever, dude. Like day one, I will pre-order and preload that shit. I don't care. Like that's huge.
That's Switch exclusive. Or?
I believe it's a Switch exclusive, but
because it has a touchscreen because it's an endless runner.
I don't care.
I don't think it's an endless runner though.
It is. It has a pause button.
It's
in the top
procedurally
right-hand
generated.
corner.
Oh.
But it has a story, and it's a sequel, which they said they would never do. They said Team Meat said they were done with Meat Boy, and thank God.
It's just weird that they can't, like in the cutscene that I saw, you got to the kid and.
Yeah, you can punch. It's like a Punch Quest. You ever play Punch Quest?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like you got to the end of the level though. I feel like you got it.
Oh yeah, well I don't think it's. I think some of the levels will be like Mario, where like Super Mario Run, where there is a definitive end to certain levels, but it's still a constantly running to the right type of deal.
Okay.
It's just about timing the jumps, like Rayman Jungle Run and stuff. Anyway, big for this guy, Shovel Knight, King of Cards, the third in the Shovel Knight trilogy, plus 3 new amiibo, which I called. Did I not call that? It was an E3 prediction of mine. I said they would make all 3 amiibo.
Plague Knight, King Knight, fucking Spectre Knight.
Yeah, boy. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, which is No More Heroes 3.
That's good that they're still doing that.
Yeah, I love sequels.
Yeah,
keep doing.
I'm decently excited for it. I didn't dedicate enough time to the original No More Heroes, so I'm pretty stoked for Travis Strikes.
I got very far in the PS3 version of No More Heroes 1, but they never remastered 2.
Yeah.
So I never played 2, because by then the Wii was way down.
It'd be great if they re-released those on the Switch.
It would be, honestly. They could even do the motion controls with the Joy-Cons if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
Then Kotaku got the inside track through a leak from Activision. Destiny 2, The Curse of Osiris will release in December, around the same time the first expansion for Destiny came out. New social space, new planet, which will be
Mercury?
Mercury,
yeah.
with you can go to that place where, basically, long story short, Destiny 1 with the Trials of Osiris. Did you ever you never got to Mercury, right?
No, I never.
Neither did I.
I never tried.
I tried a few times. I went 7-2. You had basically to go 9-0 in a 9 best of. Well, I guess it would be best of 17. What's the math? Anyway, you had to go 9-0 in this 9 round. Yeah, so it was best of 9, but you had to go 9-0 in the Trials of Osiris, which was basically like pro level Destiny multiplayer Crucible. And if you went 9-0 during any of these monthly events, you got to go to Mercury, which you could never go to Mercury on Destiny 1 at all unless you did that. And if you go there, there's a huge loot crate where you can open it and get some extremely rare stuff and armor that you can only get through the Trial of Osiris and go to Mercury, which if you wore that shit, you were like big dick walking, like swinging meat in my pants because, like, I mean, I remember my buddy Dan.
This episode is meat heavy.
We like the meat.
I saw you wince. Dude, I'm gonna cut this shit out of this video.
No, but I never got any of the armor there because, I mean, I was good at Destiny, but like I was not that good at Destiny. Like,
not dedicate your life to Destiny.
well, some of our clanmates at the time were good. Oh fuck, that's what I wanted to mention before we go any further. Shit, should have put this at the beginning. Our old clan, which was called Sega 64, which we had about 25 guys at one point. We really went hard at this, and some of us. None of us here. Well, you're not going to play Destiny, but like we can't really put 40 hours a week into Destiny like we used to. However, I'm planning on playing a lot of Destiny. I renamed the clan
those pants
to Leftover Pants. So now we have an official Leftover Pants Destiny clan on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So if you'd like to join, it's open to anyone. However, I can't invite anyone. It's still the same stupid Bungie shit. You have to request to join, and then I have to go in and accept your request. And then you have to set that as your clan. Destiny 2 is structured a little differently so that everybody has... you get the benefit of the clan's activity throughout the week, every week. And they didn't really say what you'll get, but the clan has a level. Everybody will get benefits from... contributing to the clan. So even if you don't play much, or even if you play on Xbox, the PlayStation guys will benefit. If you play on PC, everybody will benefit. So if you want to be part of the official Leftover Pants clan, by all means join. If not, go join IGN or something. I don't know. Okay, and one more game announcement. Microsoft officially announced, for some reason, even though the Xbox One X doesn't have VR support, they announced an official Halo VR game. Or experience or something. They didn't really say much about it, but they did say they're working on a Halo VR game.
That's kind of fucking out of left field, isn't it?
Out of left field, and when pressed for more questions, they didn't answer, so something's going on behind the scenes at Microsoft. I don't know if it's that long-awaited Oculus partnership, like I said, or maybe they'll buy from HTC, like we talked about last time. I don't know.
And I feel like I've read at least rumors that they were working on a kind of semi-budget VR headset.
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
About that. Yeah.
For Windows.
For Windows. So
$99.
maybe that's...
Yeah, they are doing a lot of PC stuff. There's no Xbox exclusives now.
I wouldn't be surprised if at some point it's like a Windows compatibility mode type thing, like you plug it in over USB or like Thunderbolt or something like that, and then just throw it on and it kind of does its thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they integrate that because, like, honestly, I was kind of shocked when the Xbox One X wasn't just kind of like a PC hybrid in the first place.
I really liked your idea. I remember back during that episode that you were discussing, like they should just make a PC, like a kind of decent PC rig, and have it as an Xbox branded type setup.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that.
We can share it later.
Yeah, I like that.
That's probably where they're heading, honestly. We don't know if there's going to be another Xbox after this ever because, I mean, Microsoft is losing money tremendously, and if for the last 2 years they are tremendously, it's just going to be the best. I can tell you. Real quick, Microsoft is losing so much money from the Xbox division, but Phil Spencer is very upfront, saying oh no, Xbox all the way, we're going to keep trucking forward. They spent a lot of money on the Xbox One X. Did they not? What are you laughing about?
No, it's just funny that they spent a lot of money.
Yeah, they're spending a ridiculous amount of money. They're losing money on every Xbox One X that they're selling, just like they were with the Xbox One when it released originally. So they're investing so heavily, but how much longer before they sell the division or they just go PC only and just try to merge? Like, the last 2 years, their message has been so muddled. Maybe that's because they're transitioning to being PC all, like, just PC. And then Sony will be the only pure console that's on the market.
You know, and I always found that it would be kind of... I always found it was kind of odd that they're offering supposedly native 4K at $500. That's like less than 1080 to play 4K. Like if you were gonna go out and just purchase a GTX 1080, it costs you more than $500 to do that.
And it's their own native. It's their own It's their own custom version of it too, so it's not. And presumably, it would be more expensive than actually
to produce custom. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what I'm wondering is how much money are they?
They haven't
losing
said.
on these.
I remember when the
Are they
Xbox
losing
One
like
released.
$200 per Xbox?
I remember
Because
when
that
the
could be
Xbox
nuts.
One released, they announced that they were losing, I think, $360 on every console that they sold,
Oh my.
and it was selling at
God.
$500. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Red Sox are losing bad.
Against who?
Fuck off, man.
He cares
The New
one,
York
only at
Yankees.
one time does he care about this.
Sanchez biting you in the ass?
You know who Sanchez is?
No,
You
but
just
you,
see my
you
Facebook post.
fucking rage about him all day, so I'm assuming it's Sanchez.
I'm cutting that out. Okay. So we've got some news. The Destiny PC Open Beta happened. We already talked about it. We're gonna move right along.
Side note though, can we?
Oh, yeah.
They changed the app, the phone app.
They did, yeah. Hey, not
cut-
much better.
Not much better. Cut out Destiny 1
Yeah.
from that. I was just thinking about this. They lost a lot of lore doing that.
There's no Grimoire anymore.
Yeah,
That's gone.
Grimoire's gone.
Yeah.
But that's that was a lot of lore. That was a lot of backstory.
I'm sure it's archived somewhere. They never did put out like a hardcover or something with all the Grimoire cards. I thought they would at some point.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that they just let it go. He's all gone.
I think there's going to be a lot of Destiny surprises when the game actually goes live and we see what they got up their sleeve. But yeah, you're right. Fire Emblem Warriors got a release date, October 20th on Nintendo Switch,
Oh, that's not good timing.
with a 3 CD special edition.
I'm scared now. It comes out a week before Mario. Why?
Better finish that fast.
They're very different though.
Yeah, but holy shit.
Yeah.
For the
That
people
doesn't
who...
have the same reach, I don't think.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, but like...
Mario's gonna kill everything, man.
Yeah,
That game
Mario's
is
gonna kill
be
everything
huge.
in its wake.
Okay.
It destroys everything before it and after it.
Well,
Don't release
Call of
it.
Duty will be fine.
Yeah, but
I
that's
know
a
what you
different
mean.
player base.
Yeah.
Though. Like,
No, there's a reason why Crash Bandicoot released in the summer.
yeah.
Because
Because if it was in October, it would have been dead.
Brock and Misty from the original couple seasons of Pokemon.
Mhm.
Was it Johto? Was that the original area?
No,
No, that was Silver and Gold.
Kanto and then Johto. Not Johto.
Whatever.
And then Hoenn and Sinnoh.
Yeah, yeah.
Japanese.
Well,
crap
Misty left the show in 2005, and Brock left in 2011. They're coming back
for greener
in the
pastures.
latest season of Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh no.
Different animation style, obviously, but they return on September 14th.
Is it the same lady?
Same voice actors, yeah.
Okay. Thank God. Thank God.
They're coming back. I think it's just for a guest appearance, but I thought that was pretty cool.
No, that's
worthy of
awesome.
the
If
news.
it's the same voice actor. It took me a long time to get over Ash's asses. It took me a long time to get over Ash's new voice actor when he left in end of the Hoenn region.
I also don't like the new animation style. I know they've got to change over time, but it's the same continuity. You know what I mean? Like when Ninja Turtles went all CG, it was like, okay, it's a new show, it's a new generation.
And they've also ran into a serious problem where nobody knows how old fucking Ash is. Like, there have been literal debates online
Ash is
that,
eternal.
It's like Bart Simpson.
he's in a fucking coma or some shit. Like, I don't know. It's fucking weird, dude. Because they reference the old continuities or old like
It's the same
thing,
continuity, yeah.
but he's like still like fucking 10. Like, the boy should like have like a beard now and like
Did you see that cool meme?
That's what it is.
Or-
voice is just breaking.
Professor Oak says, is your mom still single? And he's smiling, and he's like, go out and catch every Pokemon ever. And it superimposes his mom's butt, like, every Pokemon ever. Take a hike, kid. Alright. Team Deathmatch and Overwatch is live for everyone. We talked about that. Anything else to add?
we should move along though.
Yeah.
This is like a 3-hour fucking podcast.
Grand Theft Auto Online got a PUBG style battle royale mode
It
with
is
the
bad.
Smuggler's Run update, and it's not good, I guess. But they really ripped it right off. It's
Oh,
only a matter of
yeah.
time. I played PUBG the other day. Got destroyed.
And update over.
I got to number 6 again, actually, at one point. I was doing the first person only mode, and I decided, little PUBG update, I decided to go on this porch on the second floor somewhere, go prone, and look at the door, and I'm like,
We should do 2v2s.
We should.
Or 2s
we should, yeah.
at some point.
Or have, yeah,
Or
Dave's here
3s.
too.
I
Dave's
didn't
cool.
I own it
I didn't
as
know you
well.
actually played games on your computer.
He just buys them.
Yeah, I just it's cool. I have like over 800 on Steam. I just collect them.
How many are installed?
Absolver I have on PC.
No. Oh, nice. Cool.
So
How many are installed, Dave?
I don't know.
Okay.
At one point I had like 4 hard drives set up in the computer, so I have them all installed.
Here's a big one that I'm sure you have some input on.
Sure.
Which I actually used to like the Miiverse. Did you know that Miiverse, the social media, social network that Nintendo built into the Wii U and 3DS,
Which was fucking awesome.
I thought it was cool.
Miiverse
there was
really
some
cool.
There was some cool stuff you could do on there. I connected with a lot of people that I didn't know.
Why is it shutting down soon?
It's
It's-
done in November
Yep.
completely,
See, stupid.
and it's not coming to Switch.
That absolutely sucks. Just a small piece on Miiverse. Nintendo should have capitalized on what was there, because what was there was actually like this weird form of Twitter.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It's like a mix between Twitter and like a message board and like
And
a
threads
chat
and
app.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I had so much fun with, like they were taking the polls at the time for the new Smash character. And this was what, 2015, so this was like almost 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And like, you could kind of like show your piece to Sakurai on there. Like, it felt like Twitter, but it was a direct line into Nintendo.
Do you know that
There was no PR bullshit. There was no nothing. It's just like, hey, there's the fucking developer.
I actually paid
Shout
attention.
at him. It was really cool.
Shuhei Yoshida, president of Sony Worldwide, or sorry, PlayStation, I should say, Worldwide Studios, whatever, something. I don't know.
President of something.
Shuhei got a week-long ban on Miiverse when Miiverse started because he put as his tag, "I love PlayStation," and they banned him for that. And he was like, "What the fuck? Like, I love Nintendo too, but why do you have to do this?" Because Sony always played nice with Nintendo the last 10 years or so. So he got back on, and I friend requested him. Still waiting.
Son of a
Still
bitch.
waiting for that.
I'm still waiting to change my username on PlayStation, so
How does it feel, asshole? Okay, The Inpatient. That's the prequel, the official prequel to Until Dawn. For some reason, it's not called Until Dawn, even though Carnival of Blood or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It comes out November 21st. Didn't even know this was a thing.
You didn't know about this?
Still haven't played Until Dawn 1 or 2. I'm calling them
You
1 or
haven't?
2.
Did you get it when it was free for PlayStation Plus?
I haven't paid for online since I went to the PC Master Race, alright? And honestly, I'm probably only going to do it for a month to play Destiny, and then I'm going to PC, so...
Pay the $30 for Quake, but can't get a ton of free games on PlayStation.
You know what I paid last time I paid online for? So that I could play Overwatch on PlayStation 4. When it originally came out, I didn't play it on PC.
Oh, wow.
So because I had a couple buddies that were playing it on PS4, so I bought PS4 and I got a year of PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Long story short,
Haven't touched it
I
since.
didn't touch it after that pretty much, but I got the card, but I had my debit card like on file there. Fucking charged me $60
Yeah.
because I didn't go into like the settings and
There's a
uncheck
pain
the
in the
box.
ass. It happened to me, too.
Holy fuck! I had to fight to get my fucking $60 back. It was ridiculous.
I remember that, yeah. When we first started the podcast.
Oh
I
my
think.
god! Yeah, it was so fucking stupid. I hated that.
Funny story, the last 2 times I subscribed to Xbox Live, I got a year. One was after Halo 4 came out, right as Halo 4 came out. Didn't use the whole year. I played Halo 4 for about a month or two, and then that was it. Halo 5 comes out. I resubscribed for a whole year. Used it for about a month or two. Never used it again. They tried to recharge me, and I went back in there and was like, "Nah, man. Like, I don't even have an Xbox anymore. You gotta give me my money back." They're like, "Okay, sir. Well, we hope to see you on Xbox Live again soon."
Are you gonna get Xbox Live again when you get your Xbox One X?
No. There's nothing that I'll play online other than
There's no games, so I mean, that's
not until the next Halo.
when Halo comes, I'll get a month or something. Sonic Forces officially releases November 7th.
Yeah.
$40. That's pretty cool. The rumors are true. That's either good or bad news. And there's a free special edition for anybody that gets the first run. It comes with some controller skins and 6 or 7 skins for your create a character. They're Persona themed. They're
Jet Set Radio.
They still think that
Sonic and
exists.
Atlas
I'm glad they know that Jet Set Radio
Yeah,
is a
I'm
thing.
glad they acknowledge it. They don't add to the franchise.
No. They need to find the people who still love that game and are
Just
making
do a
rip-off
Sonic Mania
versions.
version of Jet Set. Seriously.
Real quick, if Nintendo doesn't look, I just want to mention this because you mentioned Sonic Mania. If Nintendo doesn't look at the success that Sonic Mania is getting, and Nintendo is not Sega, they're not cool like that. They really don't listen to their fans and stuff. They just don't.
And they still make decent games on their own.
To be
Yeah,
fair, Metroid Prime 4 is a thing.
It took 10 years for them to acknowledge, but yeah, they're doing a 2D. They only did the 2D Metroid 2 remake because fans made another Metroid 2 remake and got sued for it. Anyway, Sega actually, they're very in tune on Twitter and everything with their fan base, and they actually listen once in a while. They're more down to earth as a company. Anyway, if Nintendo does not look at that and make like a legit 16-bit, and I want it to be called Super Mario World 3. Dude, if that ever happens, holy shit. Like, I will lose my absolute shit. Well, they're all about the retro stuff lately. They did the NES Classic, they did the Super NES Classic, they're bringing... Did you ever think they'd bring Star Fox 2 out?
To that very small amount of SNES classics that will be released into the wild.
If I don't get one...
They're all going to be kept in a fucking warehouse somewhere by some fucking scout.
Listen, I am one of the biggest Nintendo fans of all time. Super NES was integral. I think we talked about it a little bit. I don't have to. If I don't get an SNES Classic Edition, okay.
Nintendo!
Mental break.
Seriously, if I don't get an SNES Classic Edition, I'm gonna be fucking irate. Okay. Somehow
I almost hope you don't get one just for the fact that I want to see it.
That will be an entire episode of Leftover Pants.
Oh.
It's just
Justin just flipping off the camera.
4 hours of Justin
Fucking
complaining
Nintendo.
how he doesn't have an SNES Classic.
it comes out soon too. Fuck.
What day does it come out?
The 28th, I think, of September. Missed those pre-orders all night. I was awake all night. I was awake that night. And they went up on Target. What's Target? Nope. No, Target was doing the day the next day. Went to Target when I was working. As soon as they went up, I was like 5 minutes late. They're just immediately shut down. And then Target changed Walmart changed the pre-order page. They moved it because they got a second round of pre-orders, and for some reason the inactive one was still up. The sold out one. They moved it, so a lot of people didn't realize that there was a new... Fucking Wario64 on Twitter, or everybody knows, he directed people to the right one. Immediately sold out. Missed it.
Didn't they cancel some of those too?
Yeah, they
If you
canceled
got
all the
doubles.
Walmart ones.
No, if you ordered on the original page for the second round, they canceled those and then shut. That's why it was a shit show. Nintendo fucked it up again.
Excuse me, but that's Walmart.
Yeah, but Nintendo said there was going to be so many of these things. If you wanted to get one, you'd be able to get one this time. And look at how the pre-orders go live in the middle of the night. And that's not a Walmart thing. If Walmart wanted people, like, they would do it in the middle of the day. Every retailer went live at midnight, so that's a Nintendo thing. Like, if I don't get it...
Get emotional.
Well,
I
joking.
need to say this. I
Oh.
absolutely lose my mind if you don't get one, and just like you're gonna have a fucking
That's so
mental
funny.
episode wherever the fuck you are. Oh my god.
You'll be fine. You'll be on your Xbox One X. That will be the consolation. You'll be happy.
I mean, I'll get
That's the
Super
game.
Mario Odyssey. Surely I'll get Odyssey. Like, I won't have a problem getting that. But if I want to get a 20-year-old fucking system... Okay, no. You know what? I've had my ups and downs with Nintendo forever, since you and I first met. Now, Dave knows the extent of how much I love Nintendo. It's a love-hate relationship, but I love Nintendo.
I've seen a different side of his love.
If I don't get one of these consoles, if it was an N64 Classic, like I didn't even really want the NES Classic Edition, I just got one because it was a thing. The SNES is very special to me. I'm not even a big Star Fox guy. I mean, I played the shit out of the original two, but like, if I don't get this micro console, fuck. QUIZTACULAR. Does anybody have anything to add? Anything before QUIZTACULAR?
There was one thing I'm trying to remember.
It'll be the last podcast for a couple of weeks because I'll be gone. So, is there anything you want to add? No.
There was something news related that I wanted to add in, but I can't remember it.
Shit.
That's alright.
Dave,
No,
you guys falling asleep?
No,
Fucking
I'm
warlock.
here.
Huh?
I'm here.
All right. You ready for QUIZTACULAR? You guys ready for QUIZTACULAR?
I can't say that I will ruin Matt's long streak because he doesn't have a streak anymore.
No,
Hmm.
I don't.
Right in the dick. Well,
And,
he did give it up on purpose.
and I'm not that confident. So
QUIZTACULAR is going to be a little fun this week. They're kind of easier questions. Just happen to be that way.
are they all Duke Nukem related?
No. A lot of Nintendo stuff.
So that will be the fall of me then.
So
my weaknesses are obvious. I'll put it that way.
Matt leads the season series. 6 wins, 2 wins. The guest chair has 0 wins. Teddy has 2. So technically you lead 6-2. Let's get going with QUIZTACULAR. Are we ready?
Yep.
Nope.
Question number 1 for QUIZTACULAR, number 13.
There should be like music for this. You know,
Yeah, you're right. We need to put in some comments.
like
I'll do
Who Wants to Be a
Sega.
Millionaire. Like they have that kind of intense.
We gotta get the copyright for that shit, because you'll get dinged. And Sega doesn't do that, so I'll put some Sega music in the background. You ready?
Yeah.
Question number 1. It's not multiple choice.
Oh no.
Microsoft purchased Rare, developers of Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong Country, in 2005, after Nintendo passed on the opportunity. How much did they purchase the company for in United States dollars? Closest amount wins.
Easier questions, guys.
I'll give you a hint. It's less than $1 billion. I'll give you a
And
hint.
have they gotten their money's worth? That
It's
is it.
more than $1 million.
I don't know, 25.
I'll go 500.
I don't think they bought them for a lot.
Dave wins. The amount was $375 million.
Pat was really think about that.
Now you gotta understand that Rare back then was like Blizzard is now. Like,
Well, I vaguely remember hearing that they got super lowballed on that. Like they bought Rare for like a pitiful amount compared to what they
For
were
what
actually.
they've done.
I mean,
That's
my
what I
entire
heard.
life.
So I didn't actually know.
Up until that point, that was my entire gaming life. I mean, Rare made the majority of the greatest games of all time back then. I mean, it was insane. And the fact that Nintendo passed on them is just sad. Anyway, Dave has 1, Matt has 0. Question 2. Which of the following Tetris sequels are not real? Which of the following Tetris games are not real? Tetris 2, 3D Tetris,
Who asked this?
Tetris 4D, or Tetris 5? Oh, I did that.
Can you say them again?
Tetris 2, 3D Tetris, Tetris 4D, or Tetris 5? Which one is not real?
I'd say Tetris 5. 3D Tetris.
Tetris 5 is not a real game. The game is tied 1-1.
Tetris 3D was a downloadable type of game.
I was thinking.
No, well, Tetris 3D might have been, but 3D Tetris was,
Yeah.
virtual
That's where I was
game.
thinking. Was like it was 3D Tetris. So,
I didn't know about Tetris 3D. 3D Tetris in Japan was called Tetris 3. We never got a 3. We never got a Tetris 3 here. We didn't get Tetris 4D either. It's Japan only. Question number 3. The Tetris IP is owned by the Tetris company. Now, who does the Tetris company currently lease the Tetris IP to?
EA.
Is it Ubisoft, EA, Sega, or Nintendo?
EA.
yeah, it's okay.
Just want to triple check. Just says Sega on there. I have Ubisoft, but I want to check.
I'm like almost 1,000% sure it's EA. Because they
Does the
do
EA
all the
logo
mobile
come up?
games. No. Let me start it.
I'm just double check.
I'm almost like 14,000% sure.
That's a lot of percentage. I'm nowhere close to that.
I can just ask Google.
You can find it first.
Okay, Google. What is the Tetris license licensed to? Tetris company.
Here's what I found. The first result is from Wikipedia.
I looked it up, but no, it's Ubisoft.
Is it Ubisoft?
Since 2014, it's Ubisoft.
What?
It used to be EA because they did
That's probably why
they did those 360 shitty 360 games.
That's what I was thinking back to. That's what I was thinking back to.
Damn it.
So it is Ubisoft.
Can't wait for that Assassin's Creed Tetris crossover.
I loved it. I buy it. Tied 1-1. Question 4. True or false? Listen carefully. There exists an 8-bit home console version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. True or false? You get an extra point because I'm feeling generous. If never mind.
Okay.
If you named the console it was on.
Okay, well fuck it. We're changing the changing the
Like,
question
you
now.
get a point. Just
It is
call
true.
you out on that.
It is true that there was an 8-bit home console version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. What console was it on?
Wasn't it on, oh fuck, what? Is it Nomad or GameCube?
Final answers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say GameCube too.
No, it's not home console. Sega Master System.
And Nomad wasn't a standalone. They just made Genesis games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Still tied 1-1.
Never mind.
Question 5.
I didn't pay attention.
Knuckles Chaotix, a Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off originally released in 1995, was originally released for the Sega 32X. What other platform was it released on? Was it the Nintendo GameCube through the Sonic Gems collection? The PlayStation 2 through the Sonic Mega collection? The Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Wii? Or it was never re-released?
As far as I know, it was never re-released.
Yeah, I'd go for that as well.
It was never re-released. 2-2. Which of the following Sonic the Hedgehog spin-offs was never released? They're all real games. Tails Adventure, Tails Sky Patrol, Sonic Chaos, or Sonic Crackers? Tails Adventure, Tails Sky Patrol, Sonic Chaos, or Sonic Crackers? They're all real games. Which one was never released?
Sonic Crackers? I have no clue even what the fuck that is.
B?
Tails Sky Patrol?
Yeah.
It is Sonic Crackers, also known as Sonic Stadium. They eventually crushed it all down and revamped it as Knuckles Chaotix.
Is that with a C or a K?
C. Matt leads 2. 3 to 2. What does Nintendo label Super Metroid as during the opening credits to the classic Super NES game? When the intro credits roll, does it say Super Metroid? Does it say Metroid 3? Does it say Metroid? Or does it say the next Metroid adventure?
Which is Metroid.
What does Nintendo label Super Metroid as during the opening credits to the classic game? Super Metroid, Metroid 3, Metroid, or the next Metroid adventure?
Metroid 3.
It's Metroid 3. Matt leads 4 to 2.
Because the story, just as a heads up, the storyline is consistent between 1, 2, and 3, and it was, the name was Metroid 3
Yeah, but they kept it in the credits.
They just put Super at the front because it,
Nintendo did that a lot with the Super NES, like they did with the 64 suffix, which was annoying as shit. They put Super, it's like Super Castlevania 4. Well, there was no regular Castlevania 4, but when you play the game, it just says Castlevania 4. Yep. Yoshi, I always have trouble saying this word. Anthropomorphic dinosaur from the Super Mario games made his first appearance in what video game? His very first appearance in what video game? Was it Super Mario World, Yoshi's Safari, Wario's Woods, Super Mario Kart? Yoshi made his first appearance in what video game? Super Mario World, Yoshi's Safari, Wario's Woods, or Super Mario Kart?
it's not Yoshi's Cookie.
It is not Yoshi's Cookie.
Mario's World?
I'm gonna say, by appearance, what do you mean by appearance? Like,
His first ever appearance in any game, appearing on screen.
well, Super Mario World. Now, maybe I'm super wrong, but Yoshi's Cookie was on NES, right?
It was also on Super NES.
It was also on Super NES? But didn't Yoshi's Cookie technically come out before Super Mario World? And that would have been his first appearance in a video game?
I know the answer. Yes. I can't talk you through this.
Super Mario World?
His first canon appearance ever in
His
North
first
America.
canon appearance.
No, his first appearance, period. It's not that complicated. It's not a trick question. The first game that was released
Super
that he
Mario
was in,
World, then.
because through North America or Japan or anything.
Super Mario World.
We have Super Mario World, Yoshi's Safari, Wario's Woods, or Super Mario Kart.
I'm gonna say Super Mario World, then.
Dave?
It was still the Wario.
Wario's Woods?
Yeah, sure.
It's Super Mario World. Wario's Woods was an NES game as well, but it came out, the NES extended after the SNES came out.
Then when
Like-
did Yoshi's Cookie come out?
After Super Mario World.
It did?
Yes.
Oh shit!
There
I
was-
didn't know that. I thought
Yoshi's
came out
Cookie
later.
is a sequel to a game called Yoshi.
Well, yeah.
Yoshi came out after Super Mario World on NES.
Maybe I got Yoshi and Yoshi's Cookie.
Wario's
mixed up.
Woods was the last NES game to come out in North America, but it came out in like 1994, which was almost 4 years after the SNES came out. Also, Mega Man 6 came out way after. It came out after Mega Man X on NES, though.
All
Yeah,
this Nintendo
I didn't
stuff
even
is
think about
just all this. I didn't
5.
have any of these games, man.
5 to 2.
I didn't have any of them either. I wasn't even born.
Super Mario Run came out in 16 clear. Super Mario Run for the iOS and Android features several playable characters currently. Which is not one of them? Toad, Toadette, Yoshi, or Wario? Which character is not playable on Super Mario Run?
I'm gonna say,
Toad, Toadette, Yoshi, or Wario?
I'm gonna say Toadette.
It's Wario. Okay. 6-3.
I thought that would have been too obvious.
Yeah, that was 5.
Doesn't matter. It's the last question. Wario, the evil half-brother of Super Mario, made his first appearance in a 1992 side-scroller. Which game did he make his very first appearance in? Was it Wario's Woods, Mario and Wario, Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins, or Wario Land for Virtual Boy, which was just called Wario Land, but it's different from the Game Boy Wario Land. Wario's Woods, Mario and Wario, Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins, or Wario Land for Virtual Boy.
Wario Woods.
Is Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins. So that's 5-4, let's see.
Sure. I'm cool with that.
That wins!
Shocking!
Yay! Well shit, I have 3 tiebreakers
Boy,
for next time.
This really didn't go nearly as long as that last one.
Let me see if I can't do that.
I'm also awake.
I have 3 good questions for next time, I guess. We'll save those for next time. It's been fun, boys.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add? Anything for the Leftover Pants crew? Anything for Teddy? Go to China Cafe?
Keep it Chinesey.
Comment if you felt uncomfortable about staring at Justin's junk the majority of this podcast.
And that epic, like, whip the phone out of his crotch right there.
Birthing the phone.
Yeah, so I'm going to Maine next week.
For what?
We're going to... I'm not going to tell you where we're going. We're going somewhere in Maine.
Some sketchy sex club, I assume.
Well, we're going to my parents, so...
Your parents live in Maine?
I'm going to go, no, we're going with my parents to Maine.
I was going to say, your parents live in Maine,
We're
dude?
going on vacation. I'm very excited about that, but I won't be
I bet
here.
you're going to Portland.
So wait, I'm going on Tuesday, Wednesday, that's the 6th. Well, let me just look real quick.
I had to birth that phone one more time.
Oh yeah. So I'm going on, we'll be back next Monday. Yeah, so there won't be a podcast next week. It'll be 2 weeks until episode number 14.
Mhm.
Maybe a lot will happen. We have the Tokyo Game Show happening soon. Sony's going to have a big appearance there. They might have some things to show. Other than that, there might not be a lot happening. Destiny 2 will have been released. We'll get some quality time with it.
2 of us will get some quality time.
I also definitely want to see if we can make that trip to One Up Entertainment next week.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Shout out to them.
Kind of do that in between gap.
Yeah, if you guys want to go, definitely, yeah, definitely I'll
do some filming and
Oh.
see what I can do.
that'd be cool. I'd like to see it myself too at some point. It's right next to the porn shop apparently down on.
Yeah.
You can go in there too.
I went there once.
I'm sure they'd be
Sometimes.
cool with us doing a little recording in there.
Crossover episode. So yeah, 2 weeks. Comes out.
Leftover Pants AO.
We got Destiny 2 coming. We got nothing else coming really. So it'll be Destiny 2 next time we talk, I guess. I'll play some more Quake Champions. You'll play some more Mario and Rabbids.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Alright.
Some more Final Fantasy. Hopefully.
I actually might pop it back in tonight and play some Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that next time.
Interesting.
Going forward, I do want to, before we stop recording, I'm gonna kind of restructure things. Talk to you and Teddy about it. We're just talking out loud, because why not? I kind of want to try to really start the outreach with the social media to try to get going on Twitter, to tag things, try to get more traction going, because we're averaging about 30 or 40 viewers a week. And that's good.
Yeah.
Or views a week. Hopefully it's 40 different people. 4 or 5 of them are me. So we might start out. You know what I really hate? I hate when people say, "Hey, what's up, guys?" to start out their video. If you want to just hit the subscribe button and the like button down, you want to leave a comment in the comment section, blah, blah, blah. I hate fucking doing that. I'm not going to do it. But I'm also kind of going to do it. So,
Because it works.
well, fuck, man. We've had 1 new subscription in like 2-3 months. So what I'm going to try to do is we're going to try to restructure things. I'm going to try to be more active on social media. We really want to get to 100 subscribers, which I think we're at 24, which is more than the last time you and I talked about it.
Yeah, I didn't even know we were at 24.
I think it's 24. We're getting up high, but we need to get to 100 so we can change the URL, because YouTube has these new rules where you can't change the URL until you after you get. And I got a item box. Until you get to 100 subscribers, which sucks. So we're still Scourge of Outworld. But yeah, so it's also kind of cool because, like I said, YouTube games. I kind of want to integrate more with YouTube games on their dedicated YouTube website, which is actually a separate entity than YouTube. But also, you guys don't worry about that. We will. But you can also make like an intro video to new viewers that go to your page for the first time. And at some point, I want to expand to the point where we actually have a website and just kind of evolve the content a little more. Not that it's getting stale or anything, but you know, if we want to grow, we talked about that 5-year plan. So yeah, maybe some changes for the Leftover Pants network in general as we kind of step into 2018, and we'll see where we go from that. Also, PAX is coming up. Oh shit! Tickets for PAX. PAX is 4 days this year. Dave and I talked about still going just for 2.
I'm totally game to come with you guys. I mean,
Okay.
that's like an obvious thing. When is PAX?
I believe it's April 5th through the 8th, which is late this year.
Okay, so I'll have my vacation time re-upped by then.
Which is good.
But yeah, totally keep me in the loop on that shit. If I just as a heads up, I will miss the tickets.
Yeah.
So
Well, Dave,
I mean, if you want to do that, I will give you cash. I don't give a shit.
Dave usually does that for me at least, so hopefully it's alright with you. And I'll just, because I'm going to miss it too. I'll be working 2 jobs, so.
Thursday, Friday is what we're thinking.
Yeah, whenever
Well,
you guys are gonna be there, just get.
Let's talk about I don't get my, starting a new job. I might edit this out. Don't mention it, but I get a vacation time that doesn't really start until a certain amount of time after being there, I think.
No, you get it immediately. Yeah, I got my vacation time immediately.
Okay. Yeah, Thursday, Friday works better for me. There'll be less people there. We can still film a little bit. We can actually do some leftover pants.
Like
Networking
PAX coverage.
stuff. Yeah, PAX coverage. We can just do iPhone coverage.
No,
We can discuss that later. We'll do.
Android.
Okay. We can also do some live streams or whatever. Do some selfies and all that stupid shit and live tweet. Like we said, I want to get some. I don't want to be that annoying guy that starts handing out cards. Like here, like be on the street corner at.
If you see
PAX, but
Cliff Blazinski, you hand him a
But-
leftover pants card.
it is really cheap to get cards made.
No,
I
dude.
kind of
Like,
want to feel like we should have a little bit of a presence there for our first year.
no, seriously, for real. I think it would be worth dumping $20 to get some to get a stack of cards and have someone throw them away.
Yeah.
Than to not do that and
Yeah.
nobody knows anything about it, because it's worth it if we get one person on board
One
or
sub.
one view or one something. It's
Yeah.
worth it.
Put a
Yeah,
QR
so-
code on that shit.
Yeah.
Have a little website or something.
You can with not Squarespace, but Vistaprint. I was actually looking at it. There's some really good. You can get like plastic cards made with like part of it being translucent. You can get the QR code imprinted on. You can have Braille. You can do a lot of really cool things. Of course, there's a paywall for each little thing, but anyway.
We could get some Braille on there. Hey, whatever. Who gives a shit? Let's do it.
Yeah, I usually listen to the show, so that's
That's
all
true.
inclusive.
I also do want to retroactively go back and make audio files out of all the old podcasts so that we can
Put 'em
actually
up
put
on
them on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud and iTunes and do the whole deal when I get some time. So yeah, changes for Leftover Pants coming. Hopefully you guys keep watching. If you haven't subscribed, maybe you can still subscribe. Hey guys, let me know what you think.
If you want to see more of Justin's crotch,
You can see it for free.